You got some more from Zoids, KZ here from Cape Town. How you doing? How you doing? So the piece of hardware that signed in for duty today is this, and this is the Obelisk 200 watt kit. Now Geekvape has released a Obelisk 60, which is over there, which is basically a sub-ohm pod kit, and then they also released the FCZ 120 kit, which is that guy over there, and that's the one that actually housed a 3700 mAh internal battery, which you can actually get as a kit with the same tank which you were going to see here, which is called the Obelisk tank, which takes the Z coils. And that guy you can actually buy in kit form, where you get the Obelisk tank with it there that takes the Z coils, as well as a fast charger. But if you did not want that tank, if you do not want to buy it as a kit, you could get the 120 separate though. You can actually buy the charger separate though, etc. But this oak which we are going to have a look at today is the one that takes the dual 18650 batteries. That's the one where you will actually charge your batteries on an external charger, if you obviously have got the choice, which is the preferred method to charge your batteries in any case. Now the kit which I have got is the black edition though, but besides the black configuration you also get 3 other different color configuration kits. And just before we start, I'd just like to thank Health Cabin for sending along this kit for the purpose of this review. So without any further ado, let's go down for a closer view. On the front we've got a picture of the mod though, Geekvape, Obelisk 200, 5.5 mils, etc. The whole bunch on that side. There you've got Geekvape. On the other side you're going to have some social media, and at the back you're going to have information regarding some main features which you also have, and then what is included inside the packaging and all the other rest of the paraphernalia. Getting to the mod, simple case of just pushing out this portion, lifting up this portion, and then you're going to be confronted with your mod. Now let's quickly just put this guy aside and let's see what else is inside the package. You're going to get a little sleeve with the warranty card most likely on the inside. There you go, a bit of a warning, and there's your little warranty card. You're also going to get this manual. It does come in a whole variety of languages. Nice comprehensive instructions which you have. It explains something about the customer service and the counterfeiting, different components and how to actually use the tank. And at the bottom you will get your tank itself. There we have it. And a box of accessories. You can get a spare bubble glass, Geekvape coil tool, USB to Type-C charging cable, a sealed coil, and a bunch of O-rings. Okay, looking at the tank, first of all we do see we have a removable 810 drip tip. Second thing, you've got Geekvape which has been etched in over there. And then the way in which you're going to fill this guy is actually very cute. You need to lift this guy up, and then you'll see there's a little white dot somewhere if you lift up this, and then you need to just push it to the side, and then you're actually going to see there's a grommet through which you're actually going to pour in your juice. So yeah, so push it back, let it drop again. Now at the bottom you do have an adjustable airflow ring, but do not hold on to the top because this little guy spins the whole time at the top. So for you to be able to adjust your airflow ring, you have to grab hold of your bubble glass, and then you can actually adjust your airflow, and you do have 2 airflow intakes. Getting to your coil, all you need to do is just unscrew this base, and then you're going to get to your coil. Okay, if you remove the coil, just be careful though that you do not just grab onto that copper portion over there, because you might just pull this section off and the rest of the coil actually stay behind. So either use your coiling tool or just get your fingers a nice little grip in there, and there you can remove it. And the one that comes pre-installed is a 0.2, but you also get a 0.4. Now the difference between these, except for the wattage differences in where you can actually vape it though, if you look at the picture over there, also the design of the mesh which is on the inside. If you look there, you will see 2 cuttings, and then also there you will see little notches on that. So that is where your coil actually fits in perfectly if you get those little guys aligned. But you can also see it from the top when they're beautifully aligned, and there you go. You can see the design of the 0.2 mesh on the inside. There you can see the 2 510 pins which makes contact with the coil at the bottom. So yeah, just remember when you put this little guy back on again, just don't hold on to this guy. This guy keeps on spinning. Just hold on to your bubble glass again, and you are hunky-dory. And there you go. And then adjust the airflow the way which you want. Pour in juice, and then close it up again, put it on top and vape it. Now the tank with the bubble glass takes 5.5 milliliters, and you do get a spare bubble glass for that. Let's move on to the mod. The first thing which you're going to notice about this mod is the lightweight, but it's because this whole body has been CNC machined out of aluminum block. You've also got these panels along the side, which actually is a combination of several different layers, which apparently is there to refract light. The size of the mod in total is 82 millimeters high, 48.5 across, 26 millimeters total at the top. So those riffles which you have at the base there is to catch onto this removable battery door, which is very nicely held in place by those two magnets. There you've got your contact points. They do have clear indications of the poles of your battery. Also on the inside, which you can see over there, negative on the one, positive on the other one. So let's just pop in some batteries while we're over here. That side positive goes down. Let's check out these very nice thick battery wraps. Be a rebel, join the revolution. Rebel Revolution, which is a vape shop in Uppington, by the way. If you have a look over there, you can actually see you've got these rails system actually going. And you've also got those little knobs. So when putting back the door, you must just make sure those little stubs is in place with those holes over there. And then you just push it back very nicely, and there it goes on. Switching on the mod, 5 clicks as per usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there you're going to go. Geekvape all the way, I tell you, all the way. Nice blue color. Okay, before we go to the settings, let's just have a nice close look at this mod. You can see the Type-C charging port over there, 2 amps. And yeah, it's got this nice fine sandblasted look to it there. Very smooth, absolutely smooth. And that's what the top looks like. Capable of 5 to 200 watts though, resistance range 0.05 till 3 ohms though. It's got all sorts of protections in place, including an output vaping time maximum of 10 seconds. Let's quickly just put on the atomizer. Now remember, this is the 0.2 ohm coil which is on the inside. Let's quickly see how accurate this guy actually reads it there. New coil, it states, there you go, very close, very close. It's a positive, so let's beat that over there. 0.21, so they're very, very accurate with the coils which is on the inside. The other coil which has been provided is the 0.4 coil. It does move in 5 watt increments, as what you should be able to see there. Now let's just quickly see this guy round robins all the way to 200. And then click it again, and it does round robin. Sweet. You've got all the other information which you normally want, your ohmage, your ampage, your voltage with every hit though, the amount of puffs which you actually have. See what else you can do with the settings though. Just press it 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and then you're going to go into that power settings, and then with your up and down button you can actually go to your bypass, and that's temperature control for stainless steel, which you can set between 200 and 600 Fahrenheit or 100 and 315 Celsius. Okay, the next one is TCR, which is basically exactly the same as the stainless steel mode, except you have the ability to change the TCR value for whatever type of temperature wire which you are using. And then you're going to get the VPC, which is basically wattage mode that lets you adjust the wattage for each second of your heat for up to 5 seconds. And then you can go and adjust each one individually. P1, P2, etc., P3, and so forth and so forth. Now we are not going to be interested in that. We are going to run this guy in power mode, and then you can just leave the button and it will automatically go out of that menu mode. By holding the up and down button simultaneously, you can actually lock the device, and just hold it simultaneously again you can unlock the device. And then when you're inside the settings though, 1, 2, 3, in the settings, and you hold the up and down button now, you can actually switch colors. You can see switch to different colors, or you can hold them in and it will actually rotate through the colors. There you go. Now let's keep it on blue. As soon as this guy's white, you know you're out of the menu system. And what else you can do is you can actually change the brightness by taking the fire button and the up or the down button. So if you press that, you can see there increasing the brightness, and if you press those little two, then you're going to decrease the brightness. So yeah, there you've got it. And there you have it, the Obelisk 200 gnome. Now if you don't like the tank, you can always get this little kit separate though, the mod on its own though. Now regarding the mod, let's quickly chat about the mod. There's not a lot of problems which I have with this mod, honestly not. The battery door, just because the battery door can fully attach, you will just have to actually look after this guy, so just be careful. But because it has got that little railing system in place though, it's definitely not going to go anywhere like that. But if you drop the mod, this guy might jump off and you might lose it, so just check that out. But yeah, it's a great door. It doesn't have hinges which can outwork itself over time, so that's probably the big advantage of that type of door. Otherwise, menu system, nice and easy to operate, fairly simple. It's a sleek looking mod, nothing special. I mean, it's nothing that stands out about this. They do claim that it's the smallest dual 18650 mod, but no. I mean, if I just take the Riva, this guy is already taller than what the Riva is. And if I take this Pioneer of mine there, although the Pioneer is taller again than that, basically the same width, but it's more narrow than what this guy is. The VT75D is also a very small dual 18650 mod, so I won't necessarily regard it as the smallest one, but it is definitely one of the smallest for sure. But being out of zinc alloy, it's nice and lightweight, it's also comfortable in the hand, buttons nice and clicky, it's very nice and easy to use this. Besides the battery door, which you can lose when you drop this guy, is also that these panels I would have liked a different material there. So even though these panels, you might like this glossy type of look situation, I just find these to be big fingerprint magnets. That's that. I wouldn't buy the tank. I would rather buy the Zeus tank if you want to go into the Z coils. Now I know how the Z coils actually taste. I'm not going to vape this guy at the moment though, because I want to give this kit away as it is to one of my members, and I don't want to use one of these coils. So, but I know exactly how the Z coils function, and they do function great at higher wattages. The 60 to 70 or the 70 to 80, depending on if you're using the 0.2 or the 0.4 ohm coil. But I would rather buy the Zeus tank using the Z coils in that tank than this one. I mean, this little thing at the top over here that moves around, bit of an irritation there. Lifting this guy up and actually looking for that little white dot. Capacity is cool beans, there's no problem. Airflow adjustment while the tank is on top of the mod, not a problem as well. That actually works. So yeah, you decide. I would just go for the mod itself if you're looking for something nice and lightweight and you like the look of this guy. But there's nothing wrong with the way in which this guy functions and looks. So thank you very much, Health Caverns, for sending this along for the purpose of the review. You games, you saw, you decide. This is Kaiser signing over now. Cheers.